welcome to this video. It is March, everybody. That means springtime has arrived. I'm super excited. There are a lot of things happening now and I'm just so happy. I haven't told you what this video is about, and it is a normal video for you guys. Don't get stressed or anything. We are doing a wrap up and TBR wrap up for February and TBR for March, and I'm just like, I don't know, I'm super hyped for spring now, so yay. Before I start rambling, let's just get into this video because otherwise I'm just gonna get stuck. So these are the books that I read in the month of February, and I am just super happy and pleased with myself. There's actually a book missing from this pile. I read for school I Am Malala Yousafzai, and that was great. I'm just going to insert a photo here for you guys, and that was really, really great. So the thing is, I started out reading Circe and then paused Circe because it was boring, and then I started reading King of Scars, and then I paused King of Scars to read The Wicked King for my readathon with my lovely friends in my Bookster Tributes group, which is like a group of friends I have where we named ourselves after the different districts in the Hunger Games series. And I'm 12, by the way. Anyway, this is the book that I read for the readathon with the fairy theme, and I loved this book so much. I have a review up on my channel, and if you're interested, then go and watch that. And there are a teensy amount of spoilers in that video, so just be warned. But yeah, I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait for the next installment. So like I said, I started reading King of Scars, and when I was done with The Wicked King, I just delved back into it, and it was just lovely. I loved it so much. I was really surprised by the ending. Not gonna spoil anything for you guys, I promise, but it was a lot. Like when I read this book, I was doing this the whole time and this, and just like sort of crying, and oh yeah, it was great. It was really, really good, and it's, as always, really well written. I enjoy all of Leigh Bardugo's work, and I'm just 5 out of 5, guys. 5 out of 5. And then, you know, I started reading Circe again, and I know I really, really wanted to like this book. I really, really did, but I couldn't. It wasn't to my taste at all. I didn't like the way it was written. I thought it was super boring. I thought all the characters were boring and not interesting at all. And I read it, I finished it because I was like, hey, it might get better. I haven't read The Song of Achilles, so, but you know, I don't think that I will now. But anyway, I thought that it was bad. Moving on from that, I picked up Batman Nightwalker by Mary Lou. And this is actually the first book that I've ever read by Mary Lou. And I thought it was alright. I enjoyed reading it. It was a quick read. It's only like 250 pages or something like that. I liked it. I do enjoy the DC universe a lot more than the Marvel universe, and I know some people are gonna go like, oh no, what'd she say? But you know, I grew up watching Justice League and Batman and all that great stuff and all the animated DC movies. So yeah, these are my babes. And you know, I enjoy reading, so I thought why not? And I did enjoy this book. It was not the usual kind of book that I read, but I did enjoy it, and I thought it was good. The plot was alright. And yeah, I think I gave it 4 stars. Yeah, that's just a big pile of books over there now. So the last book I read in February and continuing on into March is The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. And this book, let me tell you, I love it so much. I really, really do, and it's taking me so long to read it because I've just had so much with school and I've just been sort of like not in the reading mood, because like I paused my reading of The Hobbit to watch The Hobbit and watch the Lord of the Rings extended, which are about 4 hours long. So yes, I went into like a humongous Lord of the Rings mood, and I am still there. I'm listening to the soundtracks of the films like the whole time. I am looking at Pinterest for memes and yeah, memes in general on the interwebs, and I'm just in such a big Lord of the Rings mood right now. I want to be a hobbit. I'm like super, now that spring is also arriving, I am super into like changing everything that I have into hobbit-esque stuff. I want to live in a hobbit hole, I want to be a hobbit and live in the Shire. My TBR pile for the month of March. I'm going to manage, like if they arrive, I'm going to read some reviewed books for March, where the author of the books or the publication company has asked me to do a review of the books, and I happily obliged because exciting. So there will be a bunch of those in there. I'm not going to name them now because that will sort of ruin the surprise when the video goes up. So I'm just going to show you the TBR that I'm putting on for myself, basically. But know that this pile is a bit tinier than usual because of the books that I'm going to be reviewing in March. The first book that I'm going to be reading in March is Catwoman Soulstealer by Sarah J. Maas, and I'm super excited to delve into the Catwoman universe. Like, she's so cool, she's a burglar, so I'm keeping on with this whole like Bilbo and now Selena Kyle theme. I don't know, but yes, hopefully we will see a little bit of Batman in this one as well. Hopefully, maybe a little bit. And yeah, I'm super excited for this. I've heard great things and read some reviews, so I'm hopeful, very hopeful. So the next book that I will be reading in March will be Eragon, finally! Yes, Eragon by Christopher Paolini, and I have not read this book yet, shame on me, I know, and I'm just super excited to get delved into the story. And one of my best friends, Sarah, she loves this series so much, and she's actually reading it now on, I think it's her third time, maybe second, third time that she's reading it, and she's reading it on audiobook now, so she's technically listening to it, but still. And it's going to be really exciting to get into this mood with her. So yeah. The last book that I will be reading in March will be Lifelike by Jay Kristoff. And I got this book when it was first published, and then I've just sort of not forgotten about it, but you know, it's just been standing there staring at me and judging me for not reading it, so but you know, I'm getting to it now, and I feel like I've done quite good with my goal, with my goal of only kind of reading books that I already own. Well, maybe not because of like The Wicked King and King of Scars. But, you know, considering how many books I've actually read, I feel like I'm doing okay. So yeah, this is the last book that I'm going to be reading in March, except for the reviewed books. And that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching it, and if you enjoyed it or liked it or whatever, then please give it a big thumbs up and or subscribe. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.